Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
This is the remix.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the relaunch of what is still technically a brand new endeavor here on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel, entitled This is the Remix. So far, only one episode of this series has aired before I took another all too lengthy hiatus from making content. Very happy to say that the desire and the ability to create content has once again been presented to me. So I'm bringing this series back as I really enjoy the concept here. Now, this is the remix of one of three brand new-ish music-centric shows here on the channel which were inspired by the professor of rock, Adam Reeder. During my previous hiatus, I discovered his channel and became a huge fan of his content. So you may be asking yourself, what is the concept of This Is the Remix? Well, this show is dedicated to all of the hottest remixes in music. It doesn't matter what genre it is. And believe me, more than R&B, rap, hip hop has been remixed. Don't believe me? There are country remixes. Jason Aldean's Dirt Road Anthem, Florida Georgia Line's Cruise, both come to mind right off the top. Hell, even the Beatles have remixes. Revolution, for example. And no, I'm not talking about the experimental avant-garde Revolution number 9. There's the single version of Revolution that was released in 1968 as the B-side of Hey Jude. And then there's the more slowed down Revolution number 1, which appears on the White Album. Well, enough about country music and the Beatles for now. Today, let's get into the song selection for this episode. Today's song was released on June 2nd of 1998, and it was the final track on the group's third album. An album which would end up being the group's final album on the Def Jam label. Ironic, since the other remix that we discussed ended up being the album that led to them leaving their label as well. Today's song was co-written by Victor Santiago Jr., Tyrone Taylor, Fred Scruggs Jr., Christopher Rios, and Kirk Jones, and is called Shut 'Em Down, the remix. Now, before we get into the track, let's take a few minutes to discuss the artists involved. Now, the primary artist here is Onyx. And Onyx is an American hardcore hip-hop group from New York City that formed in 1988 by Fredro Starr, Suave, also known as Sonny Siza, and the late Big DS. Standout MC Sticky Fingers wouldn't join the group until 1991. They are probably best known for their 1993 platinum hit single, Slam, which the Source magazine described as a song that introduced the art of slam dancing to hip-hop. Onyx has, as of this airing, released 8 studio albums, 3 of which have charted in the Billboard Top 200 album charts, Top 25. Their debut album, Back to Fuck Up, has been certified platinum, won Best Rap Album at the Soul Train Music Awards, and was selected as one of the Source magazine's 100 Best Rap Albums of all time. Now, Victor Santiago Jr. is better known by his stage name Noriega, or N.O.R.E. And he is an American rapper and podcaster. N.O.R.E. first rose to prominence as one half of the East Coast rap duo Capone and Noriega, which he formed in 1995 with fellow Queens-based rapper Capone. The duo released 5 studio albums, briefly disbanding after their second album to pursue solo careers. During that time, N.O.R.E. signed with Penalty Recordings as a solo artist in order to release his self-titled debut solo album in 1998. The album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and spawned the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 single, Super Thug. He followed this up with his second album, Melvin Flint, The Hustler, in 1999, before signing with Def Jam Recordings in order to release his third album, which was entitled God's Favorite in 2002. Matching his debut in the chart position, it spawned his highest charting single, Nothing, which features Pharrell, which peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. Outside of music, N.O.R.E. is the co-host of the talk show and podcast Drink Champs alongside DJ EFN, which centers around celebrity interviews. The show has been described as the premier hip hop interview show and has won Best Hip Hop Platform at the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards. Little side note, I'm a big fan of Drink Champs. Watch it quite regularly when it has artists on there that I really want to go in depth with and hear from. Now, Christopher Rios, who is best known by his stage name Big Punisher or Big Pun, was an American rapper who emerged from the underground hip-hop scene in the Bronx, New York. He came to prominence upon discovery by fellow Bronx rapper Fat Joe. Pun, alongside Joe, Cuban Link, and Triple Sace, formed a group called the Terror Squad, and thereafter guest appeared on Joe's 1995 album Jealous One's Envy. Big Pun eventually signed with Fat Joe's label Terror Squad Productions, as well as Loud Records, in 1997, and went on to release his debut studio album Capital Punishment in 1998. The album was met with critical acclaim and commercial success, as Capital Punishment earned Big Pun a nomination for Best Rap Album at the 41st Annual Grammy Awards, peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200, and became the first hip-hop recording by a Latino solo act to receive platinum certification by the RIAA, which is the Recording Industry Association of America. His second album, Yeah Baby, would be released in the year 2000, peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200, although Pun sadly passed away 2 months prior to its release. Now, the song's opening verse comes to us from N.O.R.E., and he says, quote, "Yo, ayo, I smoke weed from housing by Philly's PA is hot. One, N-words better stop, done, or catch a hot one. I'm like the Top Gun Mohawk shit. Rock my hat back as long as you with Onyx, then you safe in Iraq. I light a dub up. All my N-words, we tear the club up. From Iraq to Baltimore, we do a song. Keep the shit fucking ghetto like a hood seesaw. So what, effing dick? What's the recall for? Yo, every other week you got a brand new law. Yo, them crackers not knowing what to do with they time. That's why they really want to focus on Iraq crime. So what? F you N-word. Yo, we talking shine. Yeah." Sonny Caesar then steps in for the second verse, and he says, quote, "Shut him down second wave, Desert BX style. We rep wild, oppose, be your mom's dead child. Effed up like blowin' Fed trial. It's set now. Get blown down, you sped, blow, exile. My cartel drops shells, burn 100 L's. You frail, we raise hell. You N-words get blazed well. You get closed now, hosed down. Verbal semi-automatic cat with a henny habit. I murk any static. Like a madman going postal. Touch mics, froze you. F it, son, I'll ghost you." This brings in Fred Rostar, who says, quote, Word up, I'm not a killer, I just bust a lot. Run in the spot with the rusted Glock. Then I bust a shot. It's not a game done, we in it for life. Shit is hot, son. Send him to Christ. Surrender your ice. Criminal life is dangerous ill, trained to kill. In the stainless steel, your brains is spilled. The game is real. You playin' with death. Got grimy N-words that'll label you west and lay you to rest. South suicide, wake the dead. Hate will spread. Spray these eights of lead, erase your head. Jail-bound, eternally hell-bound. 22 shots of shell round. Rock your head in the ground. Now, Now, at this point, Fredro and N.O.R.E do the chorus together, which is pretty simple. It's just, this is it now, you get shut down. Official NAST got the whole game locked down. Noriega Big Pun holding it down. This is it now, you get shut down. Big Pun then gets his opportunity to shine right here. He says, quote, "Yo, I'm the livest N-word alive. Watch me show you. I'll blow your head off your own shoulders. Your own mother won't even know you. My squad is supernatural. Don't make me blast you with a Ruger capsule. My crew will catch you and trap you inside of Koopa's castle. I turn you to Zeus's statue like Medusa's looking at you. Produce the future raps or subtract you like dudes in math do. I'm always moving past you even when I use the bathroom. Wiping my asshole with pages straight out the book of Matthew. I'm looking at you with my third optical vision. I hop out of prison and find me a hot little tropical woman. Now I'm locked in position, ready to rock with conviction. You might as well listen because you out of suggestions, out of submission. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Peace to Onyx. I miss them for their knowledge and wisdom. Pay homage and listen to hip hop's newest and most violent edition. Now this brings in our final verse from Sticky Vingas. And he says, quote, "Yeah, Sticky, I'm still alive. That means the greatest rapper of all time ain't never died. I'm underground, too hard for the radio. MTV won't even play my video. They scared to death. Mother effers trying to ban me. I'm the one who told Old Dirty to shut down the Grammys. Who think that they can get with me. Stick. I burn all y'all. I don't care if Puffy do your remix. I'm crazy, running up in Def Jam with a handgun. F a royalty, I'm holding Russell for ransom. I'll make you sleep where the worms do. I couldn't care less if you ate shit, died, and turned blue. N-words like us gonna bring the game back. There's so many whack rappers out here, I don't know where to aim at. I swear to God, ain't nobody touching me. Next time you see me, it's gonna be the last time you ever see." This brings Fredro and N.O.R.E back in to give us the chorus a couple more times as the song fades out. Now, much like the Vibin remix, which is the only other This Is the Remix that is out there so far that I did earlier this year, the album that led Boys to Men to leaving Motown, I didn't even realize that this album was Onyx's final album on Def Jam. But if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Let's go back to 1998 for a minute. DMX blew up, 2 albums on the label. Jay-Z and Rockefeller were making a run for Biggie's throne. Ja Rule and Murder Inc. were beginning to bubble. And all those were under the Def Jam umbrella. Not to mention artists like EPMD, LL Cool J, Method Man, etc., etc. Like 1998 was a huge year for Def Jam. Think about it. Montel Jordan's Let's Ride, Public Enemy's He Got Game soundtrack, Rockefeller's Streets is Watching soundtrack, Def Squad's El Nino, J.O. Felony's What You Gonna Do, Jay-Z's Volume 2 Hard Knock Life, Method Man's Takal 2000 Judgment Day, Redman's Docs the Name 2000, DJ Clue's The Professional, the Rush Hour soundtrack, the Belly soundtrack, and DMX's It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and Flesh in My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, all released in 1998. Now, some albums did better than others, obviously, but every single one of them I owned. What I really think captivated me about this track at the time of its release was the fact that I was really becoming a big Onyx fan. Now, obviously, I had heard Slam before, as the song was 5 years old at this point that this song came out. But I hadn't heard much of them since Slam. I completely missed their second album. But then, with The Worst on this album, and having been featured on the soundtrack to the film Ride, a film that starred Fredro and Sticky Fingers, that had been released the year prior to this album, the collaboration on the original version of Shut 'Em Down with DMX, who I had been following closely ever since his mainstream notoriety began to pick up following his appearance on LL Cool J's 4321, and the video for React, which featured a hockey theme and a yet unknown 50 Cent. I feel like the track gets better with each verse, and that's no offense intended to N.O.R.E, Fredro, or Sonny Siza, but their verses are largely forgettable. Big Pun and Sticky Fingers, on the other hand, are the best ones on the track, and I like how both Pun and Sticky reference the LL cannabis beef. Pun with his quote, "I'm the livest N-word alive, watch me show you, I'll blow your head off your shoulders, your own mother won't know you." And if you remember at the beginning of Cannabis's 4321 verse, Cannabis states, "I'm the illest N-word alive, watch me prove it. I'll snatch your crown with your head still attached to it." Meanwhile, Sticky references it when he says, "Sticky Fingers, I'm still alive." That means the greatest rapper ain't never died, which I believe is a reference to Cannabis's verse in Second Round Knockout, where he says, quote, "That shit was the worst rhyme I ever heard in my life because the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. A reference to Biggie's death. But tell me, what do you guys think about the Shut 'Em Down remix? Are you a fan of it? Had you even heard it before? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's begin that discourse. Let's have some conversation, some fun banter about the universal language of music. Make sure you give this video a thumb up, as thumbs up and comments help boost my videos in the YouTube algorithm, which means that more people will be able to find my stuff that enjoy this type of content. Thank you for joining me for the relaunch of This Is the Remix here on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I hope you all enjoyed seeing it back. More episodes will be on the way in the new year. And until then, I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, thanking y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
This is the remix. This is the remix. This is the remix. This is the remix. This is the is the remix.